Bright
A
habit
series
presents
of intriguing stories about the Prophet and Islam.
Khadijat Bint Khuwaylid, the first wife of Rasulullah, peace be upon him. She was a successful and notable merchant of the Quraysh in Mecca. She was one who inherited wealth from her parents, working hard enough to multiply it. It was said that her business worth equals the worth of the businesses of the whole Quraysh put together. Khadija was a widow who has reportedly lost two husbands, whom she bore children to during her early life. Now she is unmarried, facing her business squarely with a lot of people working for her. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was one of her employees. She has studied distinctive responsibility and honesty from him. She was pleased by his uniqueness among others, making her to develop affection for this nobleman. Subsequently, Khadija proposed to Muhammad by sending one of her friends to inquire if he could marry her. He hesitated in the first place, saying he has no money to support a wife yet. But Khadija agreed to support him with her wealth. The proposal was made official by the Prophet in return, and the marriage was officiated by both families. According to the most authentic and reasonable opinion, Khadija was about 40 years and Muhammad was 25 when they married. Their love bond was so strong that he lived a monogamous life with her. They were the best companions of each other. Khadijat, peace be upon her, had 6 of the 7 children of the Prophet, peace be upon him. During the time of the first revelation in the cave, Muhammad rushed home back to his wife in a state of terror, asking her to cover him with a blanket. After he was calmed, he then narrated what transpired in the cave to Khadijat, and she said, "Allah will surely protect you from any danger, for you are a man of peace and reconciliation." She took him to her uncle, Waraka bin Nawfal. Some sources said Waraka was a cousin. Well, certainly they went to him explaining the incidents. The relative of Khadija has knowledge of the previous books. He confirmed that this revelation is likened to those of Moses and the prophets who came earlier. He said Muhammad will become a prophet and he should be prepared to receive war from his people. For this is the most probable norm for all the prophets who have lived. When the message of Islam started descending, Khadija was the first Muslim to accept the Prophet, peace be upon him. The mother of the believer was a brilliant confidant and protector. She stood strong for her husband and other Muslims from the attack of Quraysh during her life. Their marriage lasted for 25 years before she died in the 10th year of prophethood. After she passed away, the Prophet counted her among the 4 best women that ever treaded the surface of the earth. May the blessing, peace, and mercy of Allah be upon her. Assalamu alaikum.